the things that have been going on this week. So this is a part of your weekly wrap-up kind of preview for next week video to kind of help point out some tricks, some hints, and some tips moving forward through the rest of our semester. So we're just about done with week 1, so only 15 weeks to go. So I just wanted to point out a few things in Canvas if you haven't seen them. First and foremost, on our homepage are the announcements. This is the primary way I will communicate with the class as a whole. So it's really important that you go into your settings and that you turn the announcements on so that you get it via email. It's going to be your best bet. I know everyone's tired of getting announcements and that you're being bogged down with these. It will slow down over the next 2 weeks once everybody gets settled. But if you do not want these to go to your email, you're going to regularly need to check the announcements that get posted. The home page will have the 3 most recent announcements posted, but you can always go to the announcements section either in the navigation tool over here or from the home page. We have an announcements section down here as well. A few students have brought to my attention that they're having some issues utilizing the navigations over here to see assignments and things like that. So what I'm suggesting to you is when you come to the home page, really everything can be found through the modules. So I would encourage you to go to the modules to find what you need. So we've already done week 1 and the welcome week, and I'm going to give you a preview of what's going on in week 2. So it's always best, really, you can kind of just go through the module in a linear fashion, and that will help you find all the materials that you need and see quizzes, tests, homework assignments, lectures, all that kind of good stuff. So the first thing I want to point out is that the top of the week 2 module is our synchronous time. These 3 things here need to be completed during our synchronous time. The first thing you should do is the quiz. The quiz will be available from 9:35 to 10:35. For this first quiz of this nature, I've decided to give you an hour in which to complete it. It should not take you an hour to complete it, but I understand that there will be people who need time to get situated. I don't want it to be stressful. Moving forward, after this week, the quizzes during the synchronous time will only be about 25 minutes to a half hour long, and it will be at the beginning of class. So if you don't show up to Canvas till 10:30, you've missed the quiz. And that will then become one of your zeros, which will hypothetically become one of your drops, unless you have an emergency going on, at which case please follow the procedures that we have in our syllabus. You'll also need to do a discussion as well as a lecture video that you'll need to watch. For the rest of the week, you'll be focusing on Chapter 3. So I have suggested reading for you, and when I say suggested, you need to read it. There's material in there that will be on tests and quizzes. I can't force you to stick your head in a book, and I can't necessarily directly grade that you've read it, so it's suggested, but you should read these portions of your textbook. It is a wise idea. These are the Chapter 3 lecture slides. On Tuesday morning, the Chapter 3 lecture slides will have a link to a YouTube video where I narrate them and go through them. I strongly encourage you to start with the reading, then move on to the lecture slides. Usually works best. On Thursday, it's not up yet, we will have our last practice quiz, and this will kind of integrate Canvas with Cengage and Proctorio. So that will be a very easy quiz, like literally 1 question long, but just enough to make you go through the different portions of it. And then you'll have your homework. So homework number 3, again, I've noticed a lot of students who are finishing the homework sets but aren't submitting them. So the online homework is one of those things that will instantaneously give you your grade. So make sure that you have gone and submitted it. Because if you don't, you're going to end up with a 0. And of course, we'll go back and we'll fix it, but you don't want the delay. And, after like the 4th or 5th time that I'm going through and fixing this for you, I'm going to start wondering if you're able to understand what's going on with the Cengage homework. So I understand right now it's all new. You may have gotten an email from me saying, hey, just go back and submit it. I don't want you to lose points. Like I said, you won't lose points in the end, but you need to be the one to tell me that you submitted it and that, or that you completed it, and that I need to go back and look at the grade. And then lastly, I have extra practice sheets and some resource videos for you. I will always post a blank worksheet or worksheets and the key for it. I really encourage you to look at the blanks first and do them on your own, and then look at the keys. Often when we look at the keys, we think we know what we have going on, but usually there are gaps there. So it's best to try it on your own first and then look at the key. As with all of this, if you have questions or concerns, you can always reach out to me. During our synchronous time, I am at my computer, ready to go. You can email me. If you're having an emergency, you can call the number that's on the syllabus, all those kinds of things. And then throughout the week, you may have had me reach out to you in terms of, maybe we should get together regarding either a quiz or something like that. What I'm asking you to do is look at my office hours, which I am available for office hours 5 days a week. Hopefully you can come to one of those session times. If not, then we will set up a time outside of then. But I just want to kind of make sure we're all on the same page moving forward. The last thing I want to talk about is you'll see in the rest of this kind of weekly wrap-up talking about assessment keys and when they become available. So basically any sort of assessment where we have fill in the blank, multiple choice, things like that. The key will go up once the assignment is due. So you won't be able to get the key until after the assignment is due. At which time, if you have a question regarding the key itself, you think something might be wrong there, or you think you deserve more points back or something like that, just email me. Let's talk about it. I'm fine with that. I'm really okay with that. Or, you may look at it and go, oh man, I really didn't get this information, and that we should go over it again. And I'm more than happy to do so. So that's the end of our kind of weekly wrap-up. Again, I would encourage you to use these as your navigation. Oh, one other thing, if you still haven't done Cengage, I'm going through and I'm making a little resource page on the homepage of how to go through Cengage. Let me know if you're having any issues or questions with that. And I will see you in class tomorrow at 9:35 a.m.